Good evening, boss leaders. This is B. Nathaniel Smith, and I'm known as the keynote speaker. And I wanted to take some time to prep you for the Boss Leadership Conference that will be coming up in July. So I'm inviting you to my home now, spending some time with me right now, as we talk through a couple of principles related to the word boss itself. So BOSS, B.O.S.S. BOSS is an acronym. B stands for balanced, O stands for original, S stands for sane, and the second S stands for self-sufficient. Self-sufficient is hyphenated. So let's talk about balanced for a moment. When you're balanced, you are controlled. You are focused. When you're balanced, no one can throw you off balance. When you're balanced, your equilibrium, your status, your focus, your skill, your intellect, your awareness, all of it is in sync to assure you of staying on task. Oh, the original. Original means there's no comparison to you. You are an original, so you should appreciate your talents, appreciate your skill, and above all, appreciate the contributions that you bring as a leader. The S in BOSS is for sane. Sane means two key things. You are capable, which means you are able to accomplish tasks, and then you're culpable. Culpable means you're fully aware and liable for your actions. So when you're sane, you don't blame people for things. You don't pass it off on another person. You don't project your emotions and feelings onto someone else. But what you do, you know that when you're sane, you're capable. You can accomplish the task at hand, and you're culpable. You're fully aware and liable for your own actions. Finally, the S in BOSS is self-sufficient. Now, when we think of self-sufficient, we think of someone who is resourceful, someone who knows how to network. You understand partnerships and collaborating with others. So when I think of self-sufficient, don't think of the government term of just being able to do for yourself by yourself, because in essence, you can't. But what you can do is learn how to be resourceful with what you do possess. Learn how to network with those that are in your directory. You understand how to partner with people to get things done that you can't do. And then you learn how to collaborate. Some battles you learn to fight, others you learn just to war. So BOSS, balanced, original, sane, self-sufficient. You are a boss. So this is about boss leadership, taking it to another level. So as we think about boss leadership, here are a couple of things I want you to do as I prepare to conclude this little encouragement session that I wanted to provide for you. Start thinking like a boss. It begins here. You must reposition your thinking and reposition your life if you're going to move into your destiny and what you've called to do. So I don't want you just to become a boss, but I want you to be the boss. Reposition your thinking to reposition your life. Next, I want you to change your environment. Look at those who are around you. So if you must change your friends. You must read more, because you have to become aware as you seek knowledge and grow in your leadership capacity. Change your attitude. Attitude is real serious. Change your attitude so that you can avoid all negativity. The number one defector for a leader to give up and walk away from leading people, to give up and walk away from serving others. The number one, is when you allow negativity into your spirit, into your heart, and into your mind, because then it begins to infect you and it becomes cancerous. Remove all negativity. Finally, the third thing is you begin to reposition your life and your thinking. Remember, you got to make sure you change your environment if you're going to change your thinking in your life. Second thing, be honest with yourself. Take a moment, look yourself in the mirror, and say, I love me and I like me. Everything about me, from your forehead to your eyebrows, to your lips, to your chin, to your jawbone, to your ears. When we begin to be honest with ourselves and appreciate who we are as the individual person, our leadership changes, because you're no longer comparing yourself to others. You're operating in a self-identity awareness mode where you're not insecure anymore because you don't compare yourself to others. Be honest. Know your strengths and your weaknesses. So remember, change your environment. Be honest with yourself. Third thing, never settle. Never settle. Always set high standards and high expectations for yourself. Always think, I got to move to the next level. I have to move to the next level. What must I do to get me to the next level? It's always about upward mobility and advancing and moving the needle. Remember, upward mobility and advancing and moving the needle. Always think about next level leadership. Set goals, meet goals, and then crush your goals. Set goals, meet goals, and then crush your goals. So, boss leadership, recap, as I close out. You are a boss, B.O.S.S. You're balanced, you are an original, you are sane, you are self-sufficient. And if you're going to be a boss, if you, my leaders, are going to be a boss, you need to reposition your mind and your thinking in order to reposition your life. And you do that in 3 ways. Be honest with yourself, know your strengths and your weaknesses, change your environment, change friends, read more so that you become more aware, and change your attitude. Finally, never ever settle. Set high standards, set high goals. Remember, set goals, meet goals, crush goals. I am B. Nathaniel Smith signing off. I am your keynote speaker.